Okay guys, let's go ahead and get started. Quick note, I changed that to 1/3. I know the example that I wrote down before we left was 2/3, so make sure you have 1/3 written right there, okay? Please change that to 1/3. I realized I started working that problem out and it gets really just a little too sloppy or a little too messy, okay? It's just, we don't need to, let's just do this. It'll be easier, trust me. Okay, so make sure you change that to 1/3. I had it 2/3, it's now 1/3. Let's do this problem. Here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and get this set up. Now I notice my amplitude is 2, okay. All right, all the way down to -2, okay. Now remember, I don't have to mark it at 1, 2 because there's no k value, right? We don't have a k value, so I'm not going to shift it up or down, okay? Really, if there's a k value, that's when you go 1, 2, and then whatever k is, then you go 3, 4, 5, whatever, okay? All right, so now let's take a look at the 1/3, okay? That's going to help us find the period, okay? So let's get the period. All right, so the period is always 2 pi divided by the absolute value there, so that's 1/3. All right, so here we go. That simplifies to 6 pi. Okay, so my period is 6 pi. All right, and then let's talk about my start. Where am I starting? If it says -pi/2, that means if I typically start at 0, I'm shifting pi/2. So my start now is pi/2. Okay. But I'm going to end by adding pi/2 plus my period 6 pi. So it's going to be pi/2 plus 6 pi, right? Okay, and common denominator, that's 12 pi. Okay, so pi/2 plus 12 pi/2, that's going to be 13 pi/2. So watch here, pi/2 plus 12 pi/2, that's 6 pi, right? Equals 13 pi/2. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm starting at pi/2, positive pi/2. So there's 1 pi/2 going all the way to 13 pi/2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pi/2. We made it 13 pi/2. And here's pi/2. Okay? So far, basically, it looks good, okay? But I would like to label this, okay? Remember, I always cut it in half, put the other guy there, okay? So let's just do this. The easiest way to cut this in half, I mean, you could count it and find the halfway point. It's probably right there, okay? But I think it's easier just to take the average. So add these two guys together. 1 plus 13 is 14 pi/2, okay? 14 pi/2, okay, and then cut that in half. You get 14 pi/4, and simplify that, and you get 7 pi/2, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pi/2. That is halfway, okay? Now cut these guys in half, okay? Cut those guys in half. Again, add them. 8 pi/2, cut it in half. That's 8 pi/4, okay? 8 pi/4 reduces to 2 pi. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 pi right there. Okay. All right. And then this works the same way. So here's 1 pi, 2 pi. Oops, hang on. 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 5 pi. It should be 5 pi, okay? But let's just check it. Ready? 7 pi plus 13 pi is 20 pi/2. Cut it in half, you get 20 pi/4. Reduce that, you get 5 pi/2. Uh-oh, something happened. 5 pi/2. That doesn't, no, that's not right. I'm sorry. 20 pi/4 is just 5 pi. My bad. 5 pi. I was right. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm making this confusing. I don't mean to. Okay. So again, 7 and 13, that's 20 pi/2. Cut it in half is 20 pi/4. 20 pi/4 reduces to 5 pi. Okay. So now I have my four spots, really. Okay. So this is the sine wave. Okay. So again, remember the sine wave looks like that. Okay. Starts there, goes down and back up. All right. So all you have to do is start here. Okay, go to the next section, right, we broke it off into fourths, okay? So this goes all the way up to 2, but does it, okay? Remember, it's negative, and what did we say? Oops, where did my, there we go. Remember, if the amplitude is negative, we have to flip it, okay? So we're gonna start here, but since it's negative, we're gonna go, instead of up here, we're gonna go down to here, okay? All right, then it comes back up to here. Okay, then I go to my next spot, that goes up to here, and then down to here, and 13 pi over 2, okay? And so I'll just draw this in here, and connect it all. All right, and that's basically it. And again, put an arrow there, okay, put an arrow here. All right, just so you know it continues on like that, okay? All right, guys, I'm here if you need me. I know that's a lot to kind of process, but really most of the work is easy. The hard part is adding fractions, okay? It really, you know, I mean, you even saw me. I was a little like, what happened? Why did I get the wrong thing, you know? It's even hard for me sometimes, okay? If my concentration is broken or whatever, okay? One thing that you might consider, okay, check it out, is just keeping them all the same denominator. If reducing them, which makes it look nicer, if that's confusing to you, if you don't want to, just you know, you have 7 pi over 2 plus 13 pi over 2, add them together, you get 20 pi over 2, cut it in half, right? We're trying to get the halfway point, so that's 20 pi over 4. Just leave it as 20 pi over 4. Okay, I don't care, whatever, but you got to be able to label that correctly, okay? All right, guys, if you need me, I'm in office hours. I'll see you soon. Peace.